Ludlow is a tourist town. There's the Feathers, famous half-timbered building. And cups are on the way by the sound of it. It's a kind of really old-fashioned town. The Fish House and the old Bull King Tavern. I think that's the oldest pub in Ludlow. So in these higgledy-piggledy streets, you have to fight with, well, not so much now traffic, but all kinds of tourists that take no notice and just walk straight in front of you. Historic buildings galore. Ludlow Museum. Lots to visit here. It's a famous Ludlow market. In the market square. By George, there's the George. This is 500 listed houses in Ludlow. There's countless numbers of them, in other words. And that's Castle Lodge there. It's having some work done on the pavement. And here's the entrance. I'm not going to go in today, but entrance to Ludlow Castle. £9 to gain entrance. And well, I will go down around there before I go finish my holiday here. But not today. This is just a kind of a quick walk around town, just to get the feel of the place, basically. One of the 500 listed properties, newly built in 1656 after burning in the Civil War. Okay, so I'm going to walk now down to the river. Now Shropshire Council must make a fortune here on these parking meters. £2 for an hour, and parking is I haven't got my car with me, which is kind of good in a way. My driving days, long distance anyway, in strange areas are coming to an end, so I took public transport to Ludlow. Okay, so there's the curtain wall of Ludlow Castle. It's an extensive castle. And I think it was one of the many castles that were more or less destroyed during the English Civil War. Ludlow, I think. Ludlow was held for the Royalists, of course, and it's still very conservative, I think, Ludlow, to this day. Well, I don't know if they're voting Tories. They might be voting for the Reform Party. Okay, so there's a nice... that's a good footpath there, but I'll take that another day. Right now I want to walk down to the river. Okay, this is Dinham House, or Dinham House, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. There's the curtain wall, and it's actually open. You can actually go inside. I'm not sure what. Here, open. Dinham House, apparently the son of Napoleon Bonaparte was imprisoned there. Okay, so which way shall I? The thing about Ludlow is the excellent Georgian houses that are abound, as well as half-timbered houses. The evil town of Ludlow, of course, is with its castle, a famous castle actually. It's built on a hill, so walking around Ludlow, you get a little bit of exercise walking up and down the. It's a fascinating town, Ludlow. There's the castle up there. It's not that little. It's about population about 10,000. Dinham Bridge. I was just, well, I almost crossed it until I saw this interesting. Well, I think it's a former mill. There's the River Team there. Quite a bit of water flows through it after heavy rain. Unfortunately now it's gone overcast. There's the castle again. Believe it or not, I came to Ludlow 9 years ago and took a video of it. I posted on YouTube, and I walked to the end of this kind of like part of the weir. Okay, so I won't go any further. My balance isn't all that good, but there's the River Team. That's the volume of water that goes down it. So, okay, you have to pop in the spot. And there's the old mill, now converted into a restaurant. As I just mentioned, it's kind of gloomy today because this time of year you want the sunshine shining to bring out the autumn colours, which are supposed to be good this year because we had a very good summer. There's the weir. Okay, if you put it on pause you can read that. There's quite a few footpaths going over Whitcliffe Common. That's it up there. Now I won't go around it today, but it'll be a little outing for later in the week. Walking between Dinham Bridge and Ludford Bridge, alongside, it's a riverside footpath, River Team there. It's popular, I think, with locals and tourists alike. When I booked this holiday, well, less than a week ago, the forecast for this week was a considerable amount of sunshine. I might still have it, but today is gloomy, which unfortunately, as I say, is, to bring out the best in the video photography you need the sun shining. There's Ludlow Parish Church. As parish churches go, it's more like a cathedral. It's the second largest parish church in, I think, in England. There's another weir. I'll go around the corner. I should be coming to Ludford Bridge. To probably one of the 500 listed buildings in Ludlow again. Now, when I came back from a long spell working overseas in 1993, I think this property on the left, I think was one of the houses I looked at. I think it was going for £55,000. No parking, if I remember rightly. And you can just see a bit of Ludford Church, and there's a big mansion next to it. I think now I think it's converted into private apartments. Okay, let's see. So mansion. I don't know if it might be unoccupied now. I think it was apartments at one time. Many of these large houses, dating back to the Elizabethan times or before, have been converted into apartments. Oh, this property is still for sale. Property by the chimney, the fancy chimneys. It'd all have been a kind of a maintenance expense. There's the River Team again. And that's a classic view there. Crossing the Ludford Bridge. Tom's Hotel. How's that for a classic riverside pub? Yeah. Okay, so it would be so much better if the sun was shining. There's several weirs, I should say, in Ludlow on the River Team. That's one of them, the Horseshoe. The Horseshoe Weir. Weeping willows, always a feature of these river walks. A little bit of uphill work now, Lower Broad Street, and apparently I'll be walking through the only the medieval walls that surrounded Ludlow at one time, or the town of Ludlow. That's the only existing medieval gate, broad gate. Hicks and Sons Roofing and Building Company. There should be plenty of work. There it is, working, got the scaffolding up. There should be plenty of work for roofers in this town. Yeah, the old tiled roofs and slate roofs for that matter constantly need repair. Chief pub there, and I'm going through the only surviving medieval gate. I think you can see, what do you call them, the portcullis, where they dropped the gates to deny entry to unwelcome guests. Yeah, there it is up there. Folding there. These old buildings require constant work. Well, I think he might be doing some repair on the windows. Okay, so continue on the uphill work. If go slowly, no problem. They look excellent Georgian houses. I think they're all owned by fairly wealthy, back in the 18th century, fairly wealthy inhabitants. Coming up to the midday chimes. Of the famous St. Lawrence Church, Ludlow Parish Church. I will, one of the projects is to climb to the top of the tower later on, well, maybe before the holiday ends. Oh, it's not chiming. I thought it was midday. Oh, they're not chiming, just the build up to it. I shouldn't chime in the midday chimes. There's no place like home, I think. If you can hear it, that is. There are interesting buildings all over.
All right then, thanks, friend. Bye. See you later. Bye.
Fascinating old town, Ludlow. It's a pity they haven't pedestrianised the town centre. 12:05. A quick look inside this cathedral-like parish church. That's the main tower going up there, I think. Look at the size of those columns. Fantastic place. I'm only just popping in briefly. I hope to do a more extensive tour later on. church walk here. There's nooks and crannies all over. You can easily spend a week in Ludlow and get new discoveries. But I say, keep on saying it, but it's a pity the sun's not shining. Welcome to the Jubilee Garden. The great tower. I hope to climb to the top of that before I end the holiday. Churchyard views. And the Reader's House, I think this has got some historical significance. Churchyard views again. What's through here? Ancient walkways. More of the 500 listed buildings.